morning, Ms. Anusha. Welcome to the sixth edition of Emerging Businesses by BW Business World. Few questions for you. What are your views on the budget as far as the MSME sector is concerned, and any highlights you would want to speak about?
I think in the last 3 to 4 union budgets, the government has focused extensively on the MSME sector. This sector has also received a lot of push in terms of specialized funding that various subcategories have received from the government, whether it's about the specialized loans, single window clearances. We've also had a lot of tax benefits that have been offered to the MSME sector. But I think one of the biggest things that the government has done this year is cut down on a lot of spending. There is also a little bit push to the middle class in terms of the change in the income tax slab. So here's hoping that increased spending from the side of the middle class is going to benefit the MSME sector. But I believe that the growing sectors in India, whether it's the handloom, whether it's the dairy sector, or you also have homegrown brands which are emerging in the food and the retail industry which are coming in. I think they need specialized pushes. The government push for women-owned businesses has been something that has really stood out in the last 3 to 4 years. That effort is consistent. So despite the fact that on infrastructure there's a certain degree of cutting of the funds, the capex has gone down, I think the specialized funding that the government continues to give to these programs is going to help a lot. That comes under WCD and various other ministries, but I think if that sustains for the years to come, whether it's the SMEs or the MSMEs, they're going to grow in the years to come.
Lovely. If I ask you how can MSMEs leverage AI and technology to stay competitive and drive success in today's digital-first economy, what would you say?
I think it's not a choice anymore. They have to adapt. Even if you're a traditional business and you come under the categorization of MSME, which is a very broad category in India because a lot of businesses come under that, you have to adapt to technology. You have to look at artificial intelligence and how you can use it. It's not just for your marketing, branding, sales, like we were discussing on the panel right now, but it's also about enhancing the visibility and having the brand registered. You have to understand that most of the businesses have taken a generational shift. The consumers have changed. Today we are the consumers. We're consuming everything online. So whether it's B2B, it's B2C, whichever way you're going, you would have to use AI. At one point, was it a choice that can you use a computer or not? Can you use a calculator or not? Do you use the internet or not? Similarly, there's another paradigm shift. You have to use AI as you move forward in your businesses. There's no choice.
Anything on how to cut this divide, this digital divide?
I think the biggest way to cut this digital divide is A, by literacy, and second is also about a lot of special initiatives of the government. I think GST has done a very good job in terms of making sure that everybody is under the ambit. You have the data of a lot of companies which has come together. Now with this data, if there can be specialized programs, especially where for SMEs, the small and medium enterprises, or home-run enterprises, for women-run enterprises, if some kind of help and support be provided to them, that take the software, run it, it's going to help you, you can market yourself this way. I think the government and also the corporates are going to play a very important role when they're working with SMEs and MSMEs.
Any advice for the young entrepreneurs who are joining in the MSME sector? Anything you can advise them on the economic uncertainties one can see in the upcoming year 2025?
My advice would be just be very clear about what you're doing. Spend some time on your idea. This is a game of patience, and patience is something that the generations don't have so easily thanks to technology. So be clear about your idea, have your patience, stick it out. If you just sustain where you are, you will make it big. India is a growing economy. There's no going down. We will do much, much better in the years to come. But it's a game of wait, patience, and perseverance.
Thank you so much for your time. It was lovely.